I feel like I've accepted the fact that like I see things and I hear things.
Wait,
and
do you really? You've had like experiences?
Yeah, a lot of them over the years, like even as a child growing up.
You may remember Vanessa Hudgens as a beloved actress in the High School musicals. However, as she has grown into adulthood, she is now revealing to her audience her ability to connect and commune with spirits. And in this interview on the Kelly Clarkson Show, she is talking to Kelly about her special ability to talk to ghosts and the dead. She says that this is not a new passion, but it started when she was really young. But in her adulthood, she is learning to embrace it, and she's realized it is a gift, and she wants to keep learning and lean into this ability of hers. In the interview, she goes on to explain that her favorite thing to do to connect with the spirits is use something called a spirit box, which you go to the graveyard and then speak to spirits through it.
I recently did my first like real paranormal investigation, like with equipment and everything. My favorite thing is called a spirit box.
Okay.
And it basically scans radio frequencies really quickly.
This spirit box helps Vanessa filter through radio frequencies, and it's something about the electricity that it creates that allows the spirits to speak to her through it. She goes on to say that her and her friend Gigi found a friendly ghost named Sam, which they were successful in speaking to him through these frequencies.
So I was sitting at a tombstone in a graveyard with my best friend. We found this one tombstone of a spirit that we were told is very playful. So I turn it on. I'm like, "Hi, Sam. I'm Vanessa. This is Gigi."
Again, we could brush off all of this as a publicity stunt or her trying to make money, stay famous, relevant, etc. But it doesn't really matter what we think. What matters is her millions of followers that are among the millennial and generational Z groups that look up to her and are encouraged to seek after spirits in their own unique way by following her. Her belief system is confirmed throughout her social media, as she often dresses up and captions all of her outings with her friends as being witches. Notice some of the pictures here. She's wearing pentagrams and other pieces of clothing with the all-seeing eye. And we must remember that the devil can masquerade as an angel of light. And as we've studied in the past couple videos, there are only two kingdoms, kingdoms of dark and kingdoms of light. So even though people may be having positive experiences like Vanessa or claim to have positive experiences like Demi Lovato, we must test these spirits. And since Vanessa, among others, are not giving credit to Jesus, the Holy Spirit, or heavenly angel visitations, we can assume that these are demonic. In short, people like Demi Lovato and Vanessa Hudgens are teaching their audiences how to commune with demons, whether they realize it or not. And we must educate ourselves so we can properly explain this phenomenon through a biblical worldview and be able to offer answers for people with spiritual questions. I would also like to mention that I am not condemning Vanessa Hudgens, Demi Lovato, or any other individual that are into these kinds of spiritual practices. We should absolutely have compassion on them and pray for them. However, I feel it's important to at least expose the deception that is going on here.